from your computer and from all over the web. This is all Andy Alfred on ClayFan23. And now, your host, Andy Alfred. Bless you, boys! Tigers go Tigers! A grand slam summer! Come out! Cheer out! This might be the year for Tiger fans all over the country, and especially here on ClayFan23, because I love you guys, and welcome in to the special edition of All Andy Alfred right here on ClayFan23. I am your host, Andy Alfred, welcoming you into the program. Yeah, let's go! Tigers! Baseball is back in America as we are 3 games into the 162-game stretch marathon season. This is going to be a very interesting season, to say the least. The Tigers, of course, were a loser yesterday in the bottom of the 9th inning as they lost to the Minnesota Twins yesterday, 3-2. Clutch gets the game winner in the bottom of the 9th as Phil Coke gets the loss. He is the closer by committee. He goes to 0-1 with a 9 ERA. Perkins gets the win for Minnesota. He goes to 1-0 with a 0 ERA. Sanchez had a good outing. I'll say that. He had a very good outing. It's going to be very interesting to see how he will develop so far this season. And I also have to get into this as well, too. The Cleveland Indians were a winner, and they are out in first place in the AL Central right now. Yes, folks, they have beaten the Toronto Blue Jays yesterday evening, 3-2 in 11 innings. Mark Reynolds had a bomb of a home run last night, giving the Tribe the win. Alberts gets the win. He goes to 1-0 with a 0 ERA. Santos gets the loss. He goes to 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA. Smith gets the save. Batista and Ituris for Toronto also went deep in the game. Other notable scores were around the major leagues yesterday evening. You have Boston beating up on the New York Yankees 7-4. Philadelphia was a loser to the Braves 9-2. The Mets were a winner 8-4 over the San Diego Padres. The Milwaukee Brewers were a loser to the Colorado Rockies last night 7-3. Toronto, the Tampa Bay Rays were a winner in walk-off style. 8-7 was the final over the Baltimore Orioles. Seattle was a loser 6-2 over the Oakland A's. The Dodgers were a loser to the San Francisco Giants 5-3. And we also have our interleague game of the week. It is the LA Angels taking on the Cincinnati Reds. And the Reds come up in the clutch and get the win. And Aroldis Chapman gets the win. He goes to 1-0. Scott Downs goes down to 0-1 with a 6.7 ERA as the Cincinnati Reds beat the LA Angels 5-4. Now we have some day games going on this afternoon right now. It's in the top of the 3rd inning, and the Reds are on top of the Anaheim Angels 2-0. Very interesting matchup. Home runs for Sin-Ju Chu and Todd Frazier, both in the 1st and 2nd inning. We're just getting underway in the city of Minneapolis. It is 0-0. Your score with a runner on 3rd with a 1-2 count to Torrey Hunter. Also, top of the 3rd right now, the Cubs are on top of the Pittsburgh Pirates 1-0. Later on this afternoon, it will be the Kansas City Royals taking on the Chicago White Sox. You also have the Dodgers taking on the Mets right now. That's in the top of the 1st. At 3:10 today will be the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. You also have the Miami Marlins taking on the Washington Nationals. And later on this evening, you will have the Cleveland Indians taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Mark Burley on the hill for the Blue Jays. It will be John Myers for the Cleveland Indians. On that hill, 7:07 on Sports Time, Fox Sports Time, Ohio. You look at the standings right now in the American League for you right now. Boston cruising on top of the Eastern Division, which is a surprise out of everything. They're 2-0. Baltimore 1-1. Tampa Bay 1-1. The Yankees are 0-2 to start the season off. So are the Blue Jays. In the Central, it's a tie for first place. It is the White Sox and the Cleveland Indians, both 2-0. The Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers are tied for second. For third and fourth, they both are 1-1, and the Royals are 0-2 in the same part. Well, yesterday was the NHL trade deadline, and of course, we're going to get into that right now for you. The Blue Jackets were buyers yesterday. Of course, if you were just underneath a rock, you might want to hear some of this, folks. The Columbus Blue Jackets traded away, you're not going to believe this, it was a 6-team player trade, and this is what the Blue Jackets got out of this. The Blue Jackets get Martin Gaborik. They also get Blake Pelton and Steve Deschen from the New York Rangers. In exchange, the Rangers will get Derek Brassard, Derek Dorsett, John Moore, and a 2014 6th-round draft pick. Marian Gaborik, my apologies, the name on that. I had a feeling something was going to go down yesterday when the Jackets were not making any moves early on in the season, and then all of a sudden they just start picking up. But the cancer is gone, folks. Steve Mason has left the team, and he's going to the Philadelphia Flyers. Yes. We get Michael Leighton in a 2015 third-round pick as well, so good luck to Steve Mason and his career. I hope you don't enjoy the bench too much in Philadelphia at the same time as well. Also, the Blue Jackets picked up Patrick Killeen from the Pittsburgh Penguins for a future consideration as well. And also the Jackets picked up Blake Carew from the Calgary Flames in exchange for a 2013 5th-round draft pick. Also, another big pickup was Matthew Lombardi from the Phoenix Coyotes getting picked up by the Anaheim Ducks for exchange for Brad Million, a forward. And also another big one, Rafi Torres now going over to the San Jose Sharks in exchange for a 2013 pick in the 3rd round for the Phoenix Coyotes. Now, last night, the Rangers got back into action. They had to play a game. They played against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Derek Brassard, John Moore, all dressed for the Rangers. Brassard gets his 8th of the season. John Moore gets his 1st of the season as the Rangers beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-1. So I congratulate them on making an impact right away as well, too. So the Rangers look good now in the East. Other notable games and scores yesterday. Edmonton throttled the Calgary Flames 8-2 yesterday. Anaheim 5, Dallas 2, and the San Jose Sharks were winner 4-2 over the Minnesota Wild. Now tonight, Marian Gaborik. Marian Gaborik. I can't believe it. We got Marian Gaborik, first of all. I gotta pronounce his name right. We'll make his Blue Jacket debut tonight as the Blue Jackets head over to Smashville in Nashville, Tennessee at 8 o'clock tonight on FSN Ohio. The Jackets are in the playoff hunt right now. They are getting closer and closer, even though right now they are in the 11th position. The Jackets have a chance to make a splash and jump the Nashville Predators tonight, and even making a splash and getting into the top 8 of the Western Conference. The Jackets will play the Nashville Predators tonight. We'll have Sergei Bobrovsky in the net. Other notable games for you this evening will be the Washington Capitals taking on the New York Islanders. That's at 7 o'clock. You have the Chicago Blackhawks hosting the St. Louis Blues. That's at 8:30. The Red Wings are on the road to take on the Phoenix Coyotes at 10 o'clock this evening. And, of course, Minnesota is taking on the L.A. Kings. And, of course, looking at the standings also, the Jackets are in 11th place right now. They are 15, 14, and 7 with 37 points. They're not out of it yet. Don't count them out yet. The Jackets still have a possibility of making a playoff run. Don't count them out yet. It's too early to say that. But we'll be headed down there on Tuesday. We'll have a special edition of All Andy Alfred live from the Tim Hortons in Dublin, Ohio. And we will be there live to broadcast before headed over to the 200 West Nationwide Boulevard to see the Blue Jackets take on the San Jose Sharks. So get ready for a fun night out as well. Well, the Mud Hens open their season up tonight. It'll be in Louisville. There will be 1 week from today. It will be opening day in downtown Toledo, Ohio. And of course, they'll take on the Louisville Bats also next week on April the 11th at 5 o'clock. And here's the starting lineup for today's game, courtesy of the Toledo Blade. This will be Quentin Berry leading off for the Toledo Mud Hens. It will be Rizzo, Nick Costello batting third, and batting fourth will be John Lindsay. Danny Dorn will bat fifth, and then Danny Worth, Lenton, Brad Holliday, and Diaz rounding out the top 9 for the Mud Hens today. We have not gotten this lineup yet from the Louisville Bats, but the game time is at 6:35. You can listen to that game on 12:30 WCWA as baseball is finally back for the season, and I am excited. I hope you are excited as well, too. I mean, you're probably not watching this show right now. You got the baseball game on. I know we're going to get the package on here just a little bit and watch a little bit of the Cub game, of course, and watch the Tigers as well take on the Minnesota Twins. And, of course, get the hot dogs, everything ready to go. Tomorrow will be Tiger opening day as the Detroit Tigers take on the New York Yankees. And it will be Max Scherzer on the hill for the Detroit Tigers. It'll be very interesting to see how he does and how the crowd will react tomorrow afternoon as the Tigers take on the New York Yankees at Comerica Park. If you look at it, this is going to be an interesting series. You have the Yankees, then you have the Blue Jays, and then you have the Red Sox. You're playing all these teams beforehand, which is great. This is great for you to have. It's great for you to start the season off with these teams that are going to probably get hot later on in the summer. Like I said, it will be Ivan Nova taking on with Doug Fister, tomorrow afternoon at 1:08 in Comerica Park. And then Saturday we'll have Max Scherzer taking on David Phillips. And then Sunday sets up the rubber match between CC Sabathia and Justin Verlander at 1:08 on Sunday afternoon at Comerica Park. So get your tickets for that game. That's worth the admission. You know, you have CC versus Justin Verlander. In Cincinnati, you're going to have Johnny Cueto taking on Steven Strasburg. Great pitching matchups. Great games to watch this weekend. And it's just going to be a fun weekend to watch sports. Recommendation for you today, get your Mud Hens opening day tickets still available. You got standing room only left. It's going to cost you $9 to stand out in the outfield. Enjoy. Opening day, we'll be doing the show preview. We'll be doing the preview show here in the studio. Head on down. I'll take the camera with me and we'll walk around the concourse and take a look at some of the stuff this year at Fifth Third Field. And of course, you can't watch it. The Tigers are on right now. You can watch them over on FSN Detroit. Of course, they'll probably be rerunning it later on in the evening after the Red Wing game. So sit back, relax, and enjoy baseball, folks. This is going to be an interesting 2 weeks. We'll have another edition of All Andy Alfred covers on Tuesday when we're live in Columbus, and on Thursday for Mud Hen opening day. So until Tuesday from Dublin, Ohio, I am Andy Alfred, and I hope you have a terrific weekend, a terrific night. Of course, I got to rock this too. This representing TSA. If you're an alumni of TSA, get those alumni tickets ready for the alumni dinner as well. I am Andy Alfred, and I hope you have a terrific night and a terrific weekend. And as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together, and especially the teams behind me. And to you at home, victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for another edition. I'll see you next Tuesday for another edition of All Andy Alfred. Season. Cardinals and Diamondbacks took